someone told me that, I've seen you somewhere here and there and all, and I always thought that you were such a pretty face. I thought that you won't be able to act. I don't know why people have this thing. With Kriti also, she's heard that about herself a lot. It was not a very nice relationship because I was the person cheated on me. The kind of sister she is, she always wants something better for me, like something, whatever she's gotten, she thinks one step ahead, which is the beauty of Kriti Sanon. So many people कि अच्छा कर रही है and all, but मिला तो कृति की वजह से है, या फिर but कृति है ना तो इसलिए इतना something like that. So I used to like Kriti कि sometimes I feel what's the point that nobody's being able to see what I'm doing in my journey and all. And that's when she was like, now that's your job, make your journey your own and make it more personal. A lot of people told me that you put out so many pictures with Kriti, and Kriti को भी बोलते थे कि तुम इतने pictures डालते हो ना, इसलिए भी ये whole nepotism that thing comes out. And then we were like, even if Kriti was not in this industry or I was not and whatever, don't you normally put pictures with your siblings and
Filhaal hit a billion mark, and Filhaal 2, which is Mohabbat, has already crossed over 150 million views. And today I have somebody who is a friend and a dear little sister, Nupur Sanon, joining me for a conversation only on Bollywood Bubble. But I want to know that when you did Filhaal, it was a big break for you because everybody was expecting you to do a movie, and you did a music video, and then the music video crossed like a billion mark, which is possibly the most viewed music video that we have today.
Yeah.
Did you ever expect that kind of a reception when you were actually signing the first one? तब तो फिलहाल टू का भी कुछ नहीं था.
कुछ भी नहीं. I did not think of it even becoming a big thing. I did not even think that Akshay sir will be a part of that video. I'm gonna tell you later, but I signed this music video only listening to the song. I'd gone for a meeting for actually singing to meet Azim Dayani. He's a music supervisor at Dharma. So I went, and he's a young guy, okay? And like I'm new, I didn't know who I'm going to meet and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went for singing, and he still makes fun of me that I can't believe you called me sir, because I think I would have called you also sir if I didn't know you. So,
thank God.
Yeah, so I went and I said, sir, I've come for, it's really good to meet you, and I've come for some music scratches if you have. I was really like, I say, naive and chup-chap and stuff. And then he was like, listen, we have a couple of songs and stuff, but first you tell me. So I'd gone in a very simple kurti and I think bindi, jhumke, like how sometimes I am in general. So I went, and he said, I see you I have some project with me and I see you. And that time some other actor was supposed to do Filhaal 1. And I was like, okay. Then he fixed a meeting with the director. So Khera Paji had come. Khera Paji was there, Jani was there, and Azim was there, and I. So I'd gone to meet the director. Now I was, मेरे अंदर चल रहा था कि मैं तो singing के लिए आ रही हूँ. But then they said कि no, we see you. Like your face is very like something, we need a fresh, raw, thoda innocent looking face and stuff, and we can see meher in you. So I was like, okay. So lights off, nayu, हम धर्मा के ऑफिस में बैठे हैं, and हम चारों हैं, and speaker रखा है बीच में, and I just shut my eyes, बस अपनी आंखें बंद करके ना ये गाना सुनो, and मुझे फिलहाल सुनाया गया, and I'm not like exaggerating, I had goosebumps, and I was like, ये गाना बहुत बड़ा गाना है, मतलब मुझे ऐसे फील हो गया था कि ये कॉपी कर रहा है. I was not thinking कि कौन कर रहा है कौन नहीं, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि वाओ, ये मुझे अगर if I am, they can see that character in me. I pounced at the opportunity and I was like, definitely I would want to do it. Then a few days later, I got to know, and it was a big surprise for me. And till the time I reached set in Delhi, I wasn't believing him because Azim has a very prank wala. उसकी एंड अक्षय सर की बहुत बनती है. I think this is also one of their major connecting points. He's also very like, he's a prankster. I'm talking about Azim right now. So I was like, मैं उसको एक दिन पहले तक भी फोन करी थी कि यार are you sure? Like मुझे ऐसा लगा था कि पता चले मुझे दिल्ली बुला ले, कोई हो ही ना है, क्या है? Because you can't believe that an Akshay Kumar is going to do a music video. So that happened, and then I mean, we did. That time I knew कि obviously because Akshay sir hai, there is a certain level that of course are anyway gonna start at, but nobody, not even him, he had imagined that it would be so big. And Filhaal 2 was not on the cards at that point in time. Nobody was even thinking.
I know.
Yeah, so this happened. I think he only thought of it. Because he was like, yeah, ये तो इतना बड़ा बन गया that I would want to make it a brand. Like this has become a brand in its own. That whole idea of music video, you know how the industry used to sometimes look at music videos.
Absolutely.
Music videos, which is also the reason I was a little skeptical initially that, okay, I want to act also later on, and I want people to see me in a certain way, and I don't want to be perceived, and I don't want to be stereotyped, which is the easiest thing in this industry that can happen to you, that you're stereotyped in a certain way. But I was so happy because मुझे story भी बता दी गई थी उस दिन, जिस दिन मैंने ये गाना सुना था. And I just said yes because I thought ये गाना amazing है. And I said yes because I was like, okay, इसमें मुझे काफी acting करने को मिल रही है. Like this is not I'm not dancing here.
Not the typical music video.
My glam look and something. I always wanted to do something which is something de-glam and which is something more natural, because I feel glamorous and this beauty aspect and all of that, ये interviews and in सब चीजों में दिखा सकते हैं. But I feel people don't take you seriously. You know, like Kriti's heard this so many times for herself that like I heard it from someone recently, and I mean, much I heard this for myself that, you know, someone I'm not going to mention, but it was a nice compliment, but it was also something that I was like, ye hota hai, this is true. Someone told me that, you know, I've seen you somewhere here and there and all, and I always thought that you were such a pretty face. I thought that you won't be able to act. I don't know why people have this thing. With Kriti also, she's heard that about herself a lot. And I'm glad that I got to do Meher, which was so like de-glam, like half of the wearing any makeup, and I was like plain salwar suit and all. Because I think that's when when you're a newcomer, that's when आपको attention लेनी पड़ती है अपनी acting की तरफ.
This is a song that celebrates love also, and it also is very painful. It talks about the hardships and the heartbreak. I want to know, in real life, have you been through heartache, and how did you deal with it? How do you deal with it generally? Like, has it ever been so painful, and has your ways of dealing with it evolved over the years?
See, now when I think of it right now, the person I am, मुझे तो लगता ही नहीं है कि that time when I cried for a boy, it was love. Like, because my definition of love has evolved, you know. But देखा जाए तो तब, maybe I'm talking about college. That time, so that's the first time I ever got into a relationship, and it was not a very nice relationship because I was like the person cheated on me, and I had I remember like a filmy scene wherein when I got to know this, it was night, and like our house was not really big, तो rooms बहुत attached थे दिल्ली वाली घर में. तो मेरी मॉम डैड का रूम एकदम मेरे रूम से अटैच था, तो एक वॉल का डिफरेंस था, तो they could hear if I'm crying or something. I remember कि रात हो रही थी, 1 बज रहा था. I went inside the washroom. I switched on I locked the room, the bathroom.
Shower.
So I've always been a bathroom crier. Okay. So I switched on switched on the exhaust fan. बहुत तेज आवाज होती थी मेरे बाथरूम के exhaust fan की. And I sat full filmy scene, that band baja barat wala scene. I can remember Anushka Sharma's. I slipped on the like from the wall. Se slip hote hote. I went on the ground and I howled like I don't know how. I would have never cried that much, you know. So I think that time it was the worst pain that I could have imagined, because that time that was love for me. Now I think my definition has evolved. My definition of love has also incorporated practical aspects of it, which are way more mature. Which at that point I did not even, I was not even aware of. I was like, मतलब खुश खुश रखता है, sweet है, प्यार है, you know. But now things have changed in that aspect. अभी तो नहीं हुआ है, like touch wood.
But back then, how did you deal with it?
Back then, how did I deal with it? I didn't deal with it in a right way. I remember being in this whole vicious cycle of forgiving, not forgiving, forgiving, and then getting, you know. At this point, I am this person that I know this is my self-respect, this is the line, and one line if someone crosses, out, you know. That time, I think वो इतना strength नहीं होती थी, and you know इतनी willpower नहीं होती थी, and there was confusion and stuff. So I remember that maybe I did forgive the person or like people in my life and gave them chances wherein they were like absolute red flags and ज़रूरत नहीं थी. But but then I think it took time, like it took like 8-9 months of spiraling, and then being like, okay, I got it.
How did you tell Kriti ever about this back then? Because you guys are...
She knows everything in my life. Like she knows every person who's hurt me, who's said good things about me, everything. She knows that you messaged me.
Oh, of course she should. But there is a beauty about both of you. Not many people. I think people will get to know as and when they get to know your personality and not the on-screen image. Is that you are very well brought up girls, like very grounded, very warm, and that is thanks to Auntie. That is thanks to Geeta ma'am, because I feel that you've had that foundation which has been rock solid, you know, and family values are in place. And I always, मुझे बहुत मतलब अपनापन feel होता है in that house, to be very very honest. Whenever there is something which needs to be changed, Geeta ma'am quickly tells me that no, beta, this is not right and all. And I feel that not many people would do that, you know. After all, why would they? But my point is that how did Kriti react to you getting that offer first? You know, Filhaal, because you were also confused, and I know that although you are making it on your own accord, there will always be that sense, right, that you're Kriti Sanon's sister and you're very proud of it. The point is that you never shied away from it. What was her reaction, and how do you take this this label that will always come with you whenever people think of you?
Her reaction to this was initially a little obviously skeptical because of the whole that music video. You know, she's someone who was the kind of sister she is. She always wants something better for me, you know, like something, whatever she's gotten, she thinks one step ahead, which is the beauty of Kriti Sanon in general. And so she was also like, you know, because उसने खुद नहीं करा है कभी म्यूजिक वीडियो, तो उसको पता भी नहीं था कि कैसे लिया जाता है इसको. तो उसको लग रहा था कि मतलब, क्योंकि उसको लग रहा था बाद में मतलब मुझे मेरे पे ना आए, या मतलब यू नो लाइक बाद में उस पे ये चीज ना आए कि you didn't do this and all, so like you should have guided me at that point of time. So I think that initial doubt was definitely there. But then I think there was a part of we had a conversation wherein I told her that, you know, like, I mean, I think the reason why we both ultimately got inclined to this was the awareness that this was close to me, because I am someone who's always been into music and who's always been passionate about music. So this was something that I could feel more for than a Kriti would. Maybe she would not take this as a journey. And also why we both thought that this was a good idea was because this was different. You know, what happens is, what you're saying, the label that's there with me, अभी वो है, क्या कर सकते हैं, वो label है. And आप एक एक इंसान को समझाने भी नहीं जा सकते. You know, there was a point has to be like यार मैं कुछ भी कर लूँ, मैं कितनी भी मेहनत कर लूँ, मैं कितना भी अच्छा करने की कोशिश करूँ, मैं कितनी भी वर्कशॉप्स कर लूँ, you know, that even people, a lot of people, you know, like I read comments right now. So many people have been touched with praising me for Filhaal 2, even more than Filhaal 1, just by seeing the terms of maturity of the. There are few really nice critics in our industry who have gone out and, you know, mentioned, and I was really happy about that. But at the same time, there are so many people जो अच्छा बोलते बोलते भी, ये इंडिया में तो लोगों की आदत है ये कि अच्छे के साथ साथ एक छोटा सा तीखा वो डालना ही है. सो मतलब सो मेनी पीपल कि अच्छा कर रही है एंड ऑल, बट मिला तो कृति की वजह से है, या फिर बट कृति है ना तो इसलिए इतना समथिंग like that. So I used to feel, I was like, Kriti, you know, sometimes I feel, what's the point that, you know, nobody's being able to see what I'm doing in my journey and all. And that's when she was like, now that's your job, make your journey your own and make it more personal. That was also maybe a Kriti Sanon wouldn't have done a Filhaal video when she would have started. But a Nupur Sanon who's closer to music, who's someone who this was the best thing that could have happened to me. Something that's a blend of music and acting. What better could I want to start with, I feel. So that I'm really happy about, that despite the whole putting down and the confusion that people put in your mind in terms of the whole label and the comparison and all, I had people around me, I had my family, I had my own awareness to take the right call and to make it my own journey. I mean, that's the only thing that I can do. I can't stop people from thinking. I can only show it by my actions. And I mean, that's going to take a while, but that's something that sunk in, because I wouldn't deny that there are really good things attached to being Kriti's sister also. There are amazing things that are attached to it, and why not? I feel, मतलब अगर कोई इस industry में नहीं है, okay, so do you have a sibling?
Yes, of course, I have an older sibling. Exactly. Why do you support me so much?
Sorry, I'm just asking. Okay. I'm just asking. So, in general, you're not from the industry in terms of acting and stuff, you know, like, so, has your sibling never helped you, guided you?
Absolutely. He's helped me more than my own parents. I'm being very honest.
Exactly. For me also, it's always been the case. And, you know, a lot of people told me that, you know, you put out so many pictures with Kriti, and Kriti को भी बोलते थे कि तुम इतने pictures डालते हो ना, इसलिए भी ये whole nepotism, that thing comes out. And then we were like, even if Kriti was not in this industry or I was not in whatever, don't you normally put pictures with your siblings and like aren't you close and all? So we both were like, we are not going to live our lives according to what people, this thing that people have. So I have got a lot of help from Kriti in terms of guidance, in terms of not making the same mistakes that she has already, in terms of knowing how to go to a certain producer and talk in a certain way, and maybe not say certain things that maybe she might have ticked someone off. Kabhi, if, you know, like just giving an example, that वो जो चीज कर चुकी है mistakes, वो obviously मुझे बताएगी, but वो तो हर किसी के भाई बहन बताते हैं यार, I feel. तो बाकी she is making her own journey and I'm very proud of her. She's herself making her own mark.
She's a self-made actor, and I feel that, you know, you both come from a non-industry background and people should actually respect that. And you have a mind of your own, which people will hopefully in time to come get to know, because you genuinely
yeah, I do. So that's the only thing. I just feel that I just have to keep working and making my own journey, because I know that I'm someone, like we are sisters. There's so many things that we share in common in terms of what our value system is and what our morals are and a lot of more things. But there's so many things in which we have very different thought process, I would say, you know, like in terms of even people, in terms of like judgment, in terms of so many more details that, and I feel people should respect that. Like मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लोग यही लोग हैं जो आपको बोलते हैं कि जो कंपैरिजन करते रहते हैं साथ में, you know, and यही लोग हैं जो जब आप कंपैरिजन करके आप सिमिलर चीज कर रहे होते हो तो आपको बोलते हैं अरे ये तो सेम ही करिए, nepotism and whatever. So I just feel that, I mean, I think we'll get to it whenever we have to. Whatever has to happen is going to happen. I know in my heart that, and I know in my heart what work I'm doing for myself, and I think that's what matters the most.
But I'm very happy for you, and I will always be a little वो एक extra happiness आएगा for you, because you are अपना यार, इसलिए.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you too.